But my TikTok badge is a 18 and it let me bring it over. I'm on the Android. I couldn't put it I couldn't put it on my iPhone. I could have started this on the iPad. Where is it? And then I could have answered for you. Hold on. Cause I just got started. I could end it. Where is my iPad though? Oh, girl. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Cause I'm going live on every single platform for 30 days. Like every platform that I'm monetized on. So I did Facebook and TikTok just a minute ago. And so now I'm doing Epic and YouTube. Girl, my iPad is in the car because I've been trying my hardest to go take it to Best Buy to let them like reboot it or whatever they need to do to it. Cause it's like moving slow. So it's in the car. I could have went live on I could have went live on that on YouTube. Cause I don't have the camera on. I got it off. I just want to make sure I get my live in. This all that matters. It don't matter how I do it or how long I stay on. It's just the fact of showing up. So I had already said when I started this challenge, some days it may just be 10 to 15-minute lives, and that's okay. Hmm. I don't know what the econ is either. That's why I said I gotta learn these gifts over here. What does this do, Yolanda? How do I sound? Tell me. Oh, that's gonna read y'all comments. Okay, say something, Yolanda. You said I think it's free. Let me turn it up. I said, Yolanda. I said say something, Yolanda. I meant type something in the chat.
It looks and sounds good.
Oh, there it go. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off because that get on my nerves. But I saw, um, I learned in another creator's room. They was like, "Why do y'all have the voice on or whatever?" And the lady responded and said, "Oh, creators just use that for when they walk away from the camera. Like, say for example, if I was cooking and I'm not like in sitting in front of the camera like now, then I would be able to know what y'all are saying, what's coming through the chat." So she was explaining to her that's why you'll see some creators have that turned on. But I see some of them have it on even without. Girl Dad cooking up deliciousness. I like that name. Hit that like button if you haven't. I appreciate you also. Yes,
Someone joined.
definitely hit the like button. Someone joined over here. Not over here. I don't see nobody. I don't even know if they tell you that. They probably was passing through and just kept going because some of the rooms that I went in over here last night, they said that when you're just getting
It
started.
just showed two people.
Oh, okay. They said when you're just getting started, people don't be fooling with you. I already know how that go. You have to build your credibility, you know. I went into a lady's room today and she was basically saying how she don't treat people like that. And I told her, I said, I'm the same way. I don't do that either. And Yolanda, you know that
Why
about
it
me.
reading my comment to me?
It's doing that because I got this on, what I was just explaining to you. I'm about to turn it off. But yeah, I don't do that either. I don't I don't judge people based off of their numbers. Like I don't care if you got one subscriber, one follower, two followers. If you come on my Facebook page and I got almost 400,000, I'm going to still treat you the same. Like I don't know why people get on these apps and act like Oh, you only got 10 followers. You only got 50 followers. You know, everybody got to start somewhere. Like, but yeah, I've already been hip to, you know, that they do that on here. So it is what it is. Hey, is it Mike? Hey, let me see. Can I subscribe to your channel? Could y'all hit the like button, please, and subscribe to my channel? I normally have my face in the camera. I don't typically do these type of lives, but I'm tired tonight. I'm tired, and I've been at the hospital. So I'm looking busted up. But I am on another platform. If y'all are on Epic, y'all join me on Epic. And I got the camera on over here because it's like my first live. So I didn't want to come on and not have the camera on for my very first live. Hold on, I'm gonna swaddle this little boy up. Oh, okay, okay. He liked to be swaddled. I used to always feel like I was being suffocated, like being swaddled in a blanket and stuff. I never liked that. What's up, YouTube? What y'all doing? What y'all got going on? What y'all cook for dinner tonight? The numbers just keep jumping up and down. Y'all leaving because I don't have the camera on. I'm still talking to y'all. I put the phone down because I don't have two mounts and I don't have another one to hold y'all up. So I had to had to lay y'all down. Yes, he does. I need to get him a weighted blanket. Yeah, I heard those are good, Yolanda. I sure did. Yep, I heard they're good. I'm trying to see how long I'm gonna stay on here. I don't even know what time I got on. Maybe I'll stay to 11. It would probably be better if I had my music on, but I'm on YouTube now, so I can't play the music. But if I had my music going and in my little content area, my content space, but I'm not down there, so Could y'all hit like on the video on this live stream? Y'all so dead blame hard headed. Like as my grandma used to say, dead blame. Y'all just hard headed as ever. I'm about to lay down. I am tired. Not that I done jumped up, y'all, because I sure go to sleep in a heartbeat. That's one thing I don't mind doing. Because I wasn't gonna make it in time. And so I walk up to the lady at the front desk. I didn't know how that worked, but I walked up to the lady at the front desk and I was like, I need to go get my daughter from school. And she was like, oh, if you leave, we gotta take you off the chart. She was like, we have to erase you. And I was like, what? I was like, I'm coming right back. And so she was like, yeah, once you check into the emergency room, you know, like it don't work like that. Like if you leave, we have to take you off just in case something happens or blah, blah, blah. And I was telling her, like, when I get back, I'm not expecting y'all to hold my spot or anything. If I get knocked back, you know, that's okay. And so, girl, when she told me she got to wipe me off the chart, I just text my cousin and asked her, would she pick Naya up for me? And luckily, you know, she was up and not busy or anything. And so she said, yeah, I'll get her. So she went and picked Naya up for me. And so by the time I left the ER and got to Naya, you know, she was pissed because she was hungry. I said, boy, kids don't give a damn about you. She was pissed because she was hungry. I'm like, girl, I'm at the ER trying to get myself seen about, and you mad because you hungry. So we went to Chili's because, of course, I was not cooking. I didn't feel like cooking after leaving there. And I just had an appetizer. I had like some loaded fries, but it was just like a little serving because they had like a half serving and then a full. What did he say? Half rack, full rack, and I did the half rack, but it literally was not. It was like a little appetizer. It wasn't big at all. Hey, Unbroken, how you been? Where you been at? I'm over here surviving, I guess. I done went to the ER today, honey. They done told me to stay off the internet, stay off of Chat GPT and AI, because I'm psyching myself out. I told that lady, I said, I understand what you're saying. She said, you're the 10th patient. I've had like about 8 other patients say that they was on Chat GPT and AI. And I had to tell her, I said, ma'am, I do understand what you're saying. I said, but I had a lot going on. My chest hurt. I feel dizzy when I stand up. And my damn foot hurt. And what else? I think that was it. Yeah. I was like, and I hear, oh yeah, and I had told them about the ringing that I hear in my ear sometimes when my head is, when it feels like the room is spinning. So, I know you saying that people be on Chat GPT, baby, but too much was going on for me to just say it was nothing. Child, you want your wife to have a fupa? He said, I want my wife to look exactly like you, especially from the waist down. Child, she could come and get this fupa. I'll pack it up for her if she want it. Who did? I've been around you. Told me you didn't want me on your live anymore. When? I don't remember that, Unbroken. LOL, just kidding. I was about to say, what? So yeah, Yolanda, that's what I had. And then Naya had boneless wings, so I ate some of those with her. And I was full. I get full fast anyways, but I didn't want like a meal. My mouth dry, y'all. I need my water. Okay, I thought I bought some lunch meat from Smith's and some French bread and made JV and I a sandwich. Ooh, that sound good. I only took a couple of bites of mine. He ate his like he was starving, like Jayla. That's how she be eating. I be like Jayla, like, girl, her little bitty self and his donut from the bakery. He love those donuts, don't he? Entrepreneur life is treating me well. I'm getting ready to start working on 2 new things. I think I'm gonna put one of them on hold for a minute, um, just until I get the other one up and rolling. But I've been trying to get into like wig influencing for quite some time now, and so lately I've been like applying and trying to secure brand deals or whatever with wig companies, and so I want to make money multiple ways from doing that. So one way is going to be like the affiliate marketing, like promoting their products. And then the other way would be after I or my daughter or whoever wear the wig and model it, I'm just going to sell it, like sell the hair. So yeah, Because I really want to do a product-based business. And it's something I've been wanting to do since last year. I've done it before or whatever, but I just kind of stepped away from it and went into service-based. But I want to get back into product-based. And I will ship if I have to, but I really don't want to ship. Like, I want to serve or service the Metro Atlanta area. Like, I want to pull up. I got it on me type stuff. That's what I want to do. Instead of like having to pack the product and ship it and all this and that. Baby, I'm right here. What you need? You want me to meet you at the hair salon? I can meet you there. That's what I got in mind. Love them. It was fresh too. Raspberry filled donut. He let me take a bite. Oh, was it good then, Yolanda? I know you said it was fresh, but did you like it with the raspberry? I don't think I would like that. And I like raspberry flavor, maybe like on a cheesecake or something, but I don't think I would want that in my donut. I do eat the lemon filled ones though from Krispy Kreme. I love those. Nice. I think you will make a great influencer. What about the married life? You being good. I'm not married. That's one thing I don't claim, and I'm not. And I always say that. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Everybody be talking about the common law and all that. Baby, I'm not claiming to be nobody's wife who ain't wifed me. I don't do that. When people be saying, oh, my old lady, my wife. Don't call me your damn wife. This to any boyfriend I ever had. Do not call me your wife, and I'm not your wife. That ain't even being, hey, people might look at it like, dang, girl. No. I don't do that. That fake title claiming and stuff. No. When people be saying, oh, how's your hubby? I be telling them, quit. I'm not married. Oh, no, honey, I'm not married. I tell them that too quick. They be like, and your husband? I'm like, my boyfriend. I don't claim titles that aren't what it is. Yolanda, you know Keitha be checking me about that. She be like, stop saying that. It's manifesting and this and that. Girl, I don't claim no title that ain't it. Never have. And that ain't for y'all go to, oh, she said this. I said it and I said the shit again. And I said it in front of him. And that's not with this boyfriend. That's with any boyfriend I've had. Don't call me your wife and I'm not your wife. And I'm not calling you my husband. You're not my husband. I like your realness. I'm serious. You ever heard people doing that though, unbroken? Especially like older people. And the only reason I say older people is because I grew up around aunts and uncles that I thought were married, and the whole fucking time they ass wasn't married. They just had been together 20 years. And common law, she walk around with a ring on, them ugly ass rings back in the day that they used to wear with that big diamond sitting on it and that thick band. She walk around with a ring on, and he keep hollering, my wife, and that ain't even your damn wife. That's not even your husband, girl. Boss lady said, I'm the same way, girl. I like, seriously, when I was a kid, and so I never knew until I got older, like, when you get older and you're in adult conversations, and you might be talking to your aunt or just anybody older, and they like, oh yeah, they wasn't married. I'm like, but when we was little, they was, like she said that was her husband. He said, they like, yeah, but they never got married. They just been together forever and a day. No, I was at a young age and was like, I ain't doing that shit. I am not. You're a wifey material. Facts, never claim something you are not. Yes, I know people that front marriage to make it seem like they are happily ever married. Right. Sometimes a fake relationship be the realest ones. Yeah, they do for real. I'm like, nope, I do not do that. Jay, Jayla, can you bring me a water back up? I'm thirsty, y'all. Your boy Eddie Long and Vanessa Long fronted their marriage after a long got caught in a scandal. Wow. Yolanda said, that brings me to why I was trying to get a hold of you today. What was it, Yolanda? Thank you for the 530 likes. I appreciate it, honey, because I know you over here by yourself. I got this through a close source. Oh, wow. Yeah, people do it all the time. They really do. Yep, I'm just not doing it. I say all the time, no, I'm in a relationship, I'm not married. If this child don't bring my water, she must be cooking something. Got to be making something. Because she ain't came back up yet. Well, if the money was, you went in front. What you mean? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who is that? Thanks, girl. Can you drink water on this app? You know what they were saying on TT. Couldn't drink no water. What you mean if the money was, I went in front unbroken? Big G, I don't know. Oh, is it Big OG? Oh, okay, Big OG ATL. I don't know. What's your answer for that? I feel like everybody has a different answer for that. What is yours? Like, what's your perspective on that question?
So you're a night with the chilies, huh?
Oh no, I wasn't unbroken. My boyfriend tell people all the time that he's tested me in multiple ways to see was I with him for his money. And he tell people all the time, like, I passed the test multiple times. I don't care about no money. I've had guys offer me money and I turned it down. And like, I don't care what the amount was. Offer me money to take me on a date and other stuff as well, and I've turned it down. Money just don't move me. It just don't. And I know y'all probably like, oh, whatever, but I don't even like to put stuff on God, so I ain't gonna go there because I almost said, like, I'm just gonna say God is my witness. He know. If don't nobody else know, money do not move me. It don't. I don't care what it is. I rather have peace and happiness. I know people who got money and they miserable as fuck. They're miserable. They hate their life and they got money. And I know people who are broke that are happy and at peace. I prefer peace. Not the right amount. I'm telling you. You can and hey, I'm not here to convince you, hey, it is what it is. But I am not one of them. I'm telling you, I don't care. Money just don't move me. It don't. It does not. Because um first and foremost, I'm a hustler myself. So I don't get with a man because of his money or whatever. Um Whoever I'm dating or whoever I decide to date, one thing I can reassure you is your money, that it wasn't even a thought for me. It wasn't even that wasn't even on the table. And don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting up here saying like, oh yeah, I take a broke ninja, or I take a broke man or whatever the case may be. But what I'm saying is how you have some of these females where when they're dating or they're looking to date, the first thing they say is, oh, my man gotta make this. My man, what? Hell, I'm not about to get up. But they be like, oh, my man gotta have this. Yeah, Jayla, but my feet hurt. How you didn't know that? And I've been complaining about it for like the last week. You can put them potatoes in the air fryer like your auntie. But anyways, yeah, money is just not something like how some females are like, oh, well, my man gotta make this. Right, Yolanda, not a gold digger by far. My man gotta make he gotta be a 6-figure earner or this or that. Or he gotta come to the table with this child. I don't care about none of that. Cause I'm coming with the table. I'm coming with the table myself. So anything that a man do for me is extra. It's a plus. So, okay, if you had a husband and he got caught in a scandal, however you want to divorce him, but everybody turns against you, um, could you front? Could you front to the extent of you separating but not divorce? Um, I wouldn't say that I would even front a divorce. So basically what you're saying is if he got caught in a scandal and slide to confirm you're still here. Yes, I'm here, honey. I know y'all hear me type. I guess they don't see no motion engagement in the chat. But basically what you're saying is if he got caught in a scandal and I wanted to put on the front for other people like, oh, I'm leaving him. I wouldn't. Now I would say this. The old me, the younger me, the more immature version of me, it wouldn't be no questions. I would leave his ass. But the older me, the more mature me, growth and develop me, I can't say that I would do that because I just don't seek validation from people. And I'm one of them type of people like where if I'm happy with my person, then I'm happy with my person. I don't care what this person, that person, or whoever think. I just don't like, that's just the type of person that I am. So I can't even say that I would put up a front like, oh yeah, we separating. I mean, if I want to stay with him, I'ma stay with him. And if I don't, I don't. I don't even get in my friends' relationship and they'll tell you that. Like my real friends and my friends that are like my sisters, they'll tell you I've never told them that they need to leave a man. They need to get out of a relationship. The only time that I would ever tell them that or ever fit my mouth to tell them that is if the man is putting his hands on her. That's the only time. Cheating and stuff like that, I don't judge them. Because at the end of the day, I feel like we are our own person. And I can't tell you when you tired and you can't tell me when I'm tired. So stay out of my business and I stay out of yours. And I'm also one of those type of people. If I come to you and I vent to you, I don't need you trying to tell me what the hell I need to do. I'm venting to you and confiding in you, and that's just that. And everybody don't understand it. Like my friends can talk to me and I'm not gonna tell them, oh, you need to leave him. You need to get rid of him, da 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 this and that. They can come and they can talk to me. And um if they decide to stay, I'm not looking at them no kind of way. I'm not judging them. So I'm one of those type of friends. If they like, oh yeah, girl, you know, I had caught him over there with this girl and da 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 da. And then the next week they coming back and telling me, yeah, we just gonna work it out. I'm not that friend that's gonna be telling you, yeah, you gonna work it out. You need to leave him. I ain't finna say that. I'ma say, okay. When they say, yeah, girl, I just feel like we're going to work it out. You know, we're going to get past this or whatever. This too shall pass. I'm going to say, okay, that's the type of friend I am. I ain't telling nobody to leave nobody. Because I don't know when you're tired. And you just like you don't know when I'm tired. So, I really don't, child, well, you gonna keep listening to a goddamn busted up face long as you on this fucking live stream or get off of here. Fuck is you talking about? Take your ass on. I ain't asked you to be here. But yeah, I just don't do that. So for me, I definitely wouldn't fake no separation. I'm not finna be saying, oh yeah, we separate and we getting a divorce. Child, shut up. You probably sitting in that same spot. Cause that's what y'all be doing. Y'all be sitting in the same spot. Ain't even got up and did nothing with yourself all day. And you been sitting on YouTube trolling all day. You probably go from platform to platform trolling people. Have you ever dealt with a cheater? Heck yeah. No, not front to leave, but front of staying and portraying like you are married. Oh no, I'm not doing that either. That I feel like that's the same thing, but vice versa. Fronting to separate and or you know, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna leave him, or either fronting like, oh yeah, we still in love and da da da, and knowing that y'all hate each other. There's some shit I'm not doing either. I'm not doing nothing that don't make me happy. I'm just not. I feel like life is too short for that. So no. And again, that goes back to when you don't seek validation from others. You know, you don't seek validation from people. You don't care how other people view you or what they had to say about you. I don't care if y'all know I just got married a month ago and we getting a damn divorce the next month. I don't care if y'all know we just got married and we getting separated. I don't care if y'all feel like we just started damn dating and I done left him and I want to date somebody else. That's my business. So yeah, I don't be caring. Yolanda said, who said what now? I looked over here to see was you gone off of here to come over here. You must be on another device. Child, I don't even know. I guess it's El Grande. Which one do you think is bad emotional cheating or physical cheating? I think both are bad. Yeah, I think both are bad. Cause I feel like with emotional cheating, that's something that you'll continue to do because you don't have emotional intelligence. So you will continue to do things out of emotions, basically. And I feel like physical cheating, that's just who you are, you know. So I feel like both are bad. Oh, okay, Yolanda. Yep, I feel like both are just as bad. But yeah, I'm not faking nothing for no relationship. I feel like all that ties into the first thing we talked about, unbroken, like you know, calling somebody your wife and y'all ain't really married, or calling somebody hubby and that's not your husband. Like it still all boils down to fate. So I'm not finna fake like we married. I'm not finna fake like we separate, and I'm not gonna fake like we're happily married and we going through hell. I'm just not doing that. And now I also feel like this too. just because you're not telling people that your marriage is going through hell or your relationship is going through hell, that does not mean that you're faking anything just because it's not people business. So just because I'm not coming on social media and saying, oh, my relationship's so bad, oh, it's horrible, it's this, it's that, that also does not mean that, oh, yeah, she faking happy or this or that, just because I'm not coming and telling my business or whatever. So, people have to like respect boundaries or whatever. I would say emotional, but for me, it's physical, because physical, you could catch a irreversible disease like AIDS, STDs, or gonorrhea. Yeah, that's true too. That's definitely true. But like I said, I feel like both are bad, because with the emotional cheating, it could lead to physical. So it's almost like I said, you don't have emotional intelligence, so you just reckless. You just doing shit. I know, Yolanda. Send the traffic to Epic. That's right. She said go check her on Epic. Even though I am looking busted today, but hey. Yeah, because some people feel like, oh, I didn't know they broke up. It's not your damn business. Oh, I didn't know, like my friend Tanya, when she got married in January and she shared it with us, her inner circle, we knew, but she didn't share it with the platform until I think maybe like a week or so ago, maybe like a week and a half, whatever. But you have some people like, oh, I didn't know she got married. It ain't your damn business to know. So people don't respect boundaries or whatever. It's not your business. Oh, I didn't know they separated. It's not your business. I didn't know you bought a house. It ain't your business. Not even looking busted. All natural is beautiful. Yeah, it is. Tap the screen, like the live, and subscribe, please. It's free. Yes, y'all, please subscribe to the channel. Tap the screen, like the live. Yes, both are bad, but physical is more harmful. Yes, because of all the irreversible diseases. It would be emotional, because everything starts with emotion. Absolutely. Yep. That's true. I always tell people, I remember when I was like in my, 18, 19, 20s, and my boyfriend would be doing stuff, and I'd be like, oh, bet. Oh, okay, this what we doing? And then I go talk to me somebody. Like, I'm so glad I outgrew that stage, y'all. And it would not be nobody like just a random. You know how you had them little old flings or whatever? It would always be like the same person I would go talk to, but still, like, I'm just glad I outgrew that. Because that was just like so unhealthy. Doing tick for tack. Like, oh, you want to play? Oh, okay, bet. But yep. And the reason I brought that up is because you said everything starts with emotion. And that's basically what that is. Like, you mad because they doing something. So you like, oh, okay, I got something for you. I'm going to show you or whatever. Then you go hit up your little old fling or whatever. Like, child, please, I ain't got time. I do not got time. That's why I said money and stuff. I don't know. I just rather have the things that are priceless, honestly. It's which is like peace, happiness, the things that can't be bought. Yeah. Hell yeah. I wouldn't do it now. Shh. Now I wouldn't do that now. I'm broke. Oh, y'all, these things still on me. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, you got a. Oh, dang. I thought I took them all off. These little EKG stickers. Ugh. I thought I took them things off. Let me see, is that it? Oh, it was just two left. Oh, no, it's a third one. Child. Those were hidden under my chest. Because what the heck? They left them on because they was like, we might have to run more tests on you. Luckily, they didn't. Dang, you wasn't playing. Yeah, I don't do that no more now. I'm broken now. I don't be doing all that now. But I used to. That's what I just told you. When I was in my 20s, I'm 38 now. I'm getting old. But when I was in my 20s, honey, child, I was just like that too, but I had to learn to stop. Yeah, I had to learn to stop that too. That's why I said unbroken is not healthy. Yeah. I was like, boy, I know you ain't playing with me. You don't know who the fuck you playing with. Jayla daddy be telling her that all the time. He be like, yo mama, that girl was something else, sure was, because you used to be playing with me. And I used to have to either beat you up or show you that I'm not to be played with, sir. Stop playing with me. 38, I thought you was 34, 35. Nope. I'm going to be 39 in a month. 3 weeks to be exact. Oh, I'm back over here. I think I have the other screen still open though. Oh, okay. I'm obviously just learning, girl. That's what I kept telling everybody today. I said, y'all, I'm just learning. I'm just learning. You beat him up. He deserved it. Oh, he deserved it. He used to be torturing me too. Shoot. He deserved to get beat up. Oh. Yep, I'm about to be 40 years old. Dang. About to be seeing what 40 do. That's what Jayla gonna say. Sounds like toxicity. Yeah, I used to be, for real. I always tell people that though, Unbroken. I remember me and Tanya did a podcast. We were talking about relationships, and I talked about it on there. I told them, you know, in some of them past relationships, like I was the problem. And I be feeling so bad now that I'm like healed and, you know, a different version. Because I don't want to say a different person because I'm always going to be me. But now that I am a healed version of myself, you know, I just be feeling like, why the hell I did that? What was the most toxic thing you did in a relationship? I'm gonna say for me, just being honest, it was always my mouth. I probably said like some really mean things, which is why I don't argue with people now, because I'm definitely one of those type of people where my mouth can get real bad, real bad. So, now I'm just like very non-confrontational or whatever. A lady got mad with me today because she was speaking to me very rude and talking to me like a child, and I rolled the window up in her face. And so I was taking someone to a food bank, and she said, oh, she just messed it up for you. Um, how she said it, she cursed when she said it. Oh, she just fucking messed it up for you. You just gotta come back next week. Y'all, literally just because I said I'm not here for me, you could talk to her. Because I no longer wanted to speak to her because she was speaking to me very nasty and rude and just talking down, like, speaking to me like a child or whatever. And so I'm like, I'm grown, you grown, you ain't finna talk to me any kind of fucking way. So I politely rolled the window up on her. It pissed her off. What else could she do? Like, what are you gonna do? I'm rolling my window up on you. You're not my teacher. I'm not a kid. You're not a police officer. So you're not going to speak to me in that tone and in that way. So I politely rolled the window up on her ass, and that pissed her off, because what I'm not going to do is sit right here and argue with you. I'm not finna argue with you. That's what I'm not going to do. So I'm just going to roll my window up in your fucking face. And I did that, y'all. And I ain't curse at her or nothing. I just politely rolled the window up, and it made her so mad. She got so mad, and she told the lady that I had in the back basically that she couldn't go to the thing. I'm gonna call and report her tomorrow though. I didn't know the name of the food drive or whatever because I felt so bad, and I didn't do nothing or whatever. But I felt so bad that all because she got mad with me, she told that lady that she couldn't come there. She was like, oh, well, she just fucked it up for you. And even my passenger, even, the lady in the back was like, but you didn't even say anything. I said, yeah, I know. I said, she got mad because I wouldn't tolerate her disrespect. I said, you seen how she was speaking to me. And because I wouldn't allow her to speak to me in that manner, and I rolled the window up, that pissed her off. And I got 10 on my windows. So when I rolled the window up, basically it just was like, oh, don't want to hear it. You ain't finna talk to me like that out my face. Basically that's what it was, like, out my face or whatever. That shit made her so mad. She was like, well, she just fucked it up for you. We'll see you next week. And that's how she said it, so rude. And so when I talked to the lady, I said, I am so sorry, like, I'm gonna call and report her. And she was like, no, you're fine. You didn't do anything. She was like, she was very hostile and nasty or whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna call and report her. And she was like, yeah, but we didn't even get her name. And I'm like, honey, y'all forgive me. That bitch looked like a bull dagger. It is not hard to describe her. Trust me. All them piercings in her face with that short haircut and that fucking do-rag wrapped around her and that cigarette that she was smoking. It ain't hard for me to call down there and give a description of her and for them to know exactly who I'm talking about. But yeah. And because I'm non-confrontational, like I just said, which I have not always been that way, if that was the old me, we would have been out there arguing at that food drive. But because I'm non-confrontational, I pick and choose my battles wisely. If I don't want to entertain something, I'm not entertaining it. You can scream my name to the top of the fucking hills. Ambrielle Nicole, Ambrielle Nicole, Ambrielle did this, Ambrielle did that. And if I don't want to entertain you, I simply won't. That's just who I am as a person now. But I have not always been that way or whatever. So yeah, I'm not a confrontational person anymore. So, some of the stuff that I've said, so I can't really say I've done anything toxic. Some of the things that I've said was toxic, and I've said like some hurtful shit, and I feel bad about it now because I'm like, damn, like, why did you say that? That was so uncalled for, and again, that's the heel version of me speaking. Unbroken said, I had a mouth too. A lady tried to get 40% off my vending machines, and she was only making $300 to $400 a month. I told her to SMD once a week, and I might consider. Oh my goodness, Unbroken. I'm like, SMD. Sometimes when you speak your mind, people judge you wrong. Absolutely. I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, she got mad with me or whatever because I let the window up and I wasn't tolerating her disrespect. And so as we were pulling into the food drive, um, I was like rolling up really slow. And she said, "Stop!" Like that. Like she yelled at me really hard and harsh. And so I hit the brakes real fast and I was like, whoa, you know. So as she was walking up on me, she was already ready to check me, is how what her walk gave as she was approaching my car. So mind you, I'm the only person in the front seat because I got somebody in the back who I'm bringing here. So while you think, and that's what like pissed me off or whatever. That's what pissed me off the most, because while you think you're hurting me, you're not, bitch, you ain't denying me of no food. I'ma eat because I'm a hustler. You're denying this elderly person, this senior citizen food because you're pissed off with me. And that's exactly what I'm gonna call them and tell them. That's exactly what I'm gonna tell them when I call down there. You deny an elderly person food knowing how the economy is, and bitch, you know damn well you don't own this motherfucking organization. Excuse me, y'all, but that's what pissed me off more than anything. Ho, this ain't your shit. That's what made me mad. So you're gonna deny her food. And I would have told her that, but once again, I respect my elderly and I did not want to go there in front of the old, this old lady or whatever. I was like, Ambrielle, let her have it. Just go ahead and back up and leave and call and report her. But that's what made me mad, because I expressed to her multiple times, well, I'm not here. You can talk to her. This is exactly how I was talking to her, y'all. She was like, didn't you see that other car stop? I said, ma'am, I've never been here. I said, I don't, and which I haven't. I don't know how this shit go. I'm bringing somebody down here. So I said, ma'am, I've never been here. And she was like, but you seen me tell you, like a person that's just confrontational. It don't matter how much you try to avoid an argument with them. When a person is argumentative, it's like you can't avoid the argument. You can't even get out of it. So the whole time I'm saying, ma'am, I never been here. Like, I don't know how this works. But you seen me tell that car to stop, and you was rolling up. And I said, you put your hand up and you said stop, I stopped. And then when you waved and said come, I started rolling again. And then you yelled stop, and I stopped again. I said, so again, it was just a misunderstanding. I didn't know if you were saying stop or go. And so as I'm explaining that to her, she continues to say, but you seen me. I had to put the timer on this other live. But as I'm explaining that to her, she continues to say, but you seen me tell, this what she telling me. I said, look, she's here, not me. I don't know how this go. I already told you that, so you can speak to her. And as I said, as you can speak to her, I'm putting my hand on my fucking window, rolling it the fuck up. Get out my motherfucking face, bitch, and talk to her. That's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to say if the old lady hadn't been in the car with me or whatever. But I'm like, you could talk to her. I don't know how this go. I never been down here. I'm bringing her. She's here. So once again, like I said, because she got upset with me, she turned the lady around and denied her a food because you're mad with me. You're not hurting me. I get out and go to work every single day. It's senior citizens like the lady I'm bringing down here that cannot. So that's why I'm going to report that bitch. And I don't care how far I got to go to reporting her ass. I'm going to make sure they find out who the fuck she is. Now I was trying to put vending machines in a hotel and she wanted a commission. Oh, wow. The hotel is slow but wants high commission. Yeah, that's how they do. But yeah, that just like irritated me. And so I pulled over at the store when we pulled off, and I said, let me try to figure out the information to this food bank so that we can report her. I said, because that was just uncalled for and unprofessional. And see, she probably feel like she did that and got away with it, but I'm telling y'all right now, she didn't. Telling you right now, when I go to reporting somebody, I go to the highest of the high. I don't give a damn. I keep asking for numbers. Okay, and who y'all report to? Because one thing that people don't understand when you doing business, customer service is everything. And everybody has a boss. I don't care how you want to look at it. This, even if you running your own business, everybody got a boss. Everybody is reporting to somebody. So, yeah, I definitely ain't done with her. So by the time I got home today, that lady sent me the information. She said, here's the name, because I kept asking her. I said, could you please get the name from your friend so that I can report her? I said, because that was wrong. She got mad with me and took it out on you. I said, and even then, I didn't do anything to her. And you see, I didn't do nothing to her. And she was like, yeah, you didn't. And she was just very hostile. And then for you to curse, and then I had to tell the lady, my passenger, I had to tell her, I said, she better be glad, because I said I would have told her, this ain't your fucking organization. I'm not turning around and going no fucking where. Go get the police to make me leave, because I ain't did nothing. This is not your organization. I'm gonna stay right here, and you can go get your boss or whoever, but I'm gonna stay right in this line. Because y'all, what would she have done? Like, what could she have done if I had said I'm not getting out the line? But once again, like I told y'all, me not being confrontational, she said, oh, she just fucked it up for you. And she said, oh, you could come back next week. And then she walked off, and I politely turned around and pulled off. Like, bitch, you ain't heard me. You the one standing out here looking like goddamn, what's his name? Dang, I forgot his name. It was at the tip of my tongue. But you the one standing out here looking like a damn big-ass bull dagger, honey. It ain't bothering me none. Shoot. Okay, Yolanda, I'm going to end it on here. I think I've been on here for... Okay, I got to charge this other phone up. But yeah, I'm glad I told y'all that story or whatever, because they're going to be the first thing on my to-do list tomorrow is to report her. And see who I can speak to, like who's higher up that I can speak to. And then my little passenger said, if she don't want to volunteer and she gonna be so nasty and rude to people, she just shouldn't volunteer. And so I had to explain to her. I said, she said, yes, she shouldn't even volunteer to come down there and help with the community. And I said, some of them, they don't want to do that. And she said, I thought it was all volunteers. And I said, I said, some of them people that come down there, they have to come because they on probation or something. And I was like, because I volunteer at a food bank and everybody kept asking me, they thought I was down there for damn probation. I said, I just volunteer. I just signed up to come to give back to the community. Like, I'm just here to give back. They kept asking me something about some hours and shit. I ain't in no trouble. Shit, I can't even think of the last time I was in some trouble. All I get is speeding tickets, baby. Hey, I'm good with the law. Shoot. They was like, every time I turned around, it was about 3 people. Oh, and if you need us to sign for your hours, I'm like, what hours? Then there goes somebody else. Make sure you such and such for your hours. I said, hours for what? Then the other person said something about some hours, and I had to tell them, I said, y'all talking about like community service? And they was like, yeah, because you want to make sure you get your hours. And I said, I'm not here for community service. And they was like, oh, you're not? And I said, no. And they was like, oh, okay, so why are you here? I said, I just volunteered. I just came to give back. I want to give back more this year. So I said, I want to find a food bank that I can help out at. And they was just like, oh my God. So you just here? Because majority of the people that are in there volunteering are older. I'll be back live tomorrow, Unbroken. Yeah, I'm doing this 30-day challenge where I go live every day for 30 days on all of my platforms, because I left a lot of money on the table 2025 and I lost a lot of money from switching up my content and just doing things differently. So I said this year I'm going back to the drawing board, doing my live streams, like basically what built my platform or whatever. So I'll be back live tomorrow. But yeah, majority of the people that volunteer at the food banks, it was only me and one other young girl in there, you know, that just volunteer. All the other ones that volunteered, they were getting their community service hours. And then the other people, the other half, were older people, you know, who just don't have nothing to do. So they come down there to do that to get out the house. So they were shocked to see somebody just volunteering just because. I'm like, baby, I ain't on no probation. I'm not doing no community service. I just came to help. So I had to tell my passenger, you know, like some of them people, they not just volunteering. Some of them have to come and get their hours in, so they have to do that, and they don't want to do it. Being mean to that lady for no reason. Okay, Yolanda, I gotta call my mama. I gotta call my mama, and then I'll call you when she hang up. Cause she called twice when I was on this live, girl. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this so I can show it to you what it looks like over here that I just ended the live. It's not showing me how long I was on the, oh yes it is, 1 hour and 19 minutes over there. Okay, I'm gonna see how this little journey go over here. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Good night, Unbroken. Thank you for the conversation. I enjoyed it. You know, the questions. I love when people engage, you know, and ask questions and stuff. I really enjoy, like, just communicating with y'all and connecting and chatting and stuff. So, I'll see y'all tomorrow night. No, I'm not gonna be asleep. Girl, my mama don't talk to me long, Yolanda, because she watch her little shows at this time. You know, she worked this shift or whatever. So she'll call me like around 10 or 11. And she says she always call me because she know I'm up and my sisters are asleep. And so she'll talk to me for like 10 or 15 minutes. And then she like, oh, okay, I'm getting ready to watch my show or look at something on her phone. And she be going on. Because you know what she doing after she get off that phone. She going to sleep. I'm like, girl, you just be sleeping on them folks' job. So yeah, she'll watch her little show, and this about her bedtime. I'm actually not sleepy. I done set up here and yarn this entire live. But I'm not sleepy though. I'm not even laying down. I'm sitting up. Jayla asked me to go cook her some potatoes. I had made some roasted potatoes the other day. And she asking me to go cook her some. I'm like, girl, no. So I smell them. I guess she down there making her own like she should have did. I am not standing on this foot if I don't have to. I'm trying to make it to when I go to the doctor next week. Because that was the only thing they did not check for me today. They told me to see my primary care physician. I'm like, damn, that's really what I was coming for. Y'all don't give me no strong medicine to help with this pain. Okay, y'all. Good night.